Hey, student, how are you? Welcome to our session on solving systems using substitution. We'll take a look at a couple of examples of solving systems of linear equations using substitution. Let's start with example number 1. Let's take a look at the system of equations. 6x plus 7y is equal to 20. And the second equation, y equals 2x. Our goal is to find the point of intersection, the point where they cross. And in my last video, we solved systems by graphing. This time we're going to use an algebraic method, substitution. This is a good candidate for substitution because I see that we already have y equals 2x. Wherever I see a y in the first equation, I will substitute 2x. That's why this method is called substitution. So wherever I see a y, I'm going to substitute 2x. So using our first equation, replacing y with 2x. Now we have all x variables in our equation. We can go ahead and solve for x. And 20 divided by 20, we get x is 1. Now we are looking for the point of intersection. So this is the x coordinate of our solution. We have to substitute x equals 1 back in to either one of the original equations. I'm going to use y equals 2 times x. And I'm going to substitute 1 in for x. And we get our y is 2. The solution, the point of intersection, is 1, 2. Let's take a look at another example. Number 2. Let's solve the system of linear equations. X equals 1 minus 3y, and our second equation, 3x plus 3y is equal to 15. Solving our system, we are looking for the point of intersection. Point where these two lines cross. But we're not going to graph, that's another video. Let's use our substitution method. This is a good candidate for substitution. The top equation is already solved for x. X equals. In the second equation, wherever I see an x, I'm going to substitute. This will make sure that we have all y variables. We can now solve for y. I replaced x with 1 minus 3y. Let's solve for y. Distribute. Combine like terms. Subtract 3 and divide by negative 6. We get y equals negative 2. We need to substitute y equals -2 back in to one of our original equations. I'm going to use the top equation. Solving for our second coordinate x. And we now have x and y, our solution, the point of intersection. 7, -2 is the point where these two lines cross if you were to graph. Let's take a look at one last example. Let's solve the system of linear equations. And the second one. I see that both of these equations are already solved for y. We have y equals and y equals. Well, we know that y is equal to y, so we could substitute -3x plus 15 and set it equal to 9 minus x. Now we can solve for x. I'm going to add 1x. I'm going to subtract 15. And divide by -2. And we get x is 3 for our point of intersection, point where they cross. Let's substitute x equals 3 back in to one of the original equations. I'll use the second one. It's a little bit shorter. And we get our y value of 6. Our solution, the point of intersection, is 3, 6. This is the point where they cross. Thanks so much for joining our session, and I'll see you next time.